I miss the old League of Legends. I started playing League of Legends back in 2010, and back then we had a selection of about 40 champions to work with. In terms of the current meta lanes, this is what we had. In the top lane, Cho'Gath, Gangplank, Jax, Kayle, Malphite, Nasus, Singed, Sion, Teemo, and Tryndamere. In the jungle, Amumu, Dr. Mundo, Evelynn, Fiddlesticks, Master Yi, Rammus, Shaco, and Warwick. In the mid lane, Anivia, Annie, Heimerdinger, Karthus, Kassadin, Katarina, Morgana, Ryze, Twisted Fate, and Veigar. As ADC, we had Ashe, Corki, Sivir, Tristana, and Twitch. And in support, we had Alistar, Blitzcrank, Janna, Nunu, Taric, Zillion, and Soraka. Whoa! Yeah, that's what she used to look like. Though the champion selection might not have been huge, I remember off-meta picks were prominent in the game. Things like Ashe mid and AP Sion mid, who by the way had a point-and-click stun and a shield that both had a 1.0 AP ratio, like that wasn't OP at all. Even things like stacking Sunfire capes on Twitch and burning enemies to death by walking around them was a thing. There were legitimate strategies like your whole team taking teleport and having your Teemo TP to the bot lane turret, run to the enemy team blue buff, go invisible, place a ward, and have your entire team TP to the ward to get first blood. I miss the idea that an off-meta pick wasn't necessarily a troll or something that was trying to throw a game, but rather try something different in the game to have a little bit of fun. I miss the days where this was the description of a champion's ability, and I didn't have to read an entire essay to figure out what the champion's ability does. I feel like this game is now so complicated nowadays that it must be so daunting for new players to even figure out what's going on. Like, do I want to read up on how Aphelios works, or do I want to read the entire Lord of the Rings saga? I'm not saying that the old days were amazing, but the important thing that we seem to all remember back then was that this is a video game, and everyone was just trying to have a little bit of fun. This was a time before there were ranks, back when there was just an ELO number that kept going up as you kept winning rank games. I think at that time, Pharrellin Lord was like the first person to ever hit 3,000 ELO in Season 2, which was an insane thing to look up to and aspire to. Back then, the League of Legends professional scene was also just starting off. I remember always listening to pro matches commentated by people like Forecourt Jester and Freak and Rivington and D-Man or Joe Miller.
You can see they're going to dive onto it. Felix goes down. That's going to be Ryze. Khalilov tanks it up enough, but I think Messiah should be able to get it. Oh my God! Snoopy flashes through! The voice was gone before this match. It's absolutely destroyed now. But what the hell has just happened in front of our eyes?
That is why League of Legends is the best
That's
game
why
in the
it's
world.
the #1 game in the world as well.
He's gonna pull. He has not used the Zhonya's yet either. Goes down without using Zhonya's. Daydream follows after. The triple kill. The whoa coming in from Kha'Zix.
He's in the bed. Oh, Faker may be in trouble here. Deathmark tries to clean it up for Ryu. Oh, look at the cleanse. Look at the moves. Faker, what was that?
Faker with a huge play. The QSS.
I can't believe I just saw that.
I remember when there weren't that many teams in the pro scene and seeing rivalries like Counterlogic Gaming's Hotshot GG versus Team Solo Mid's Reginald were always insanely gripping. Now we have 12 leagues, multiple teams in each, and academy teams, and it just goes on and on. Not that I don't love the variety and amount of competition going on, it's just different. Also seeing huge moments like Xpeke's backdoor and the Intel Extreme Masters of Katowice.
But meanwhile, they're in the base. Yellowstar's trying to defend them in the base. Peke's trying to take the Nexus down. Is anyone going to be able to deal with this one? Catches him with another axe. He's very low on that. They're pushing on the Nexus to it. Peke's back to Genji. I do not believe it.
Or the CLG double teleport finish at Worlds 2012.
It's the base. CLG are pushing into the base. Almost got the final Nexus to it. They're going to try and catch on towards Aranea. Have they got the damage?
Everyone's teleporting in.
The second teleport comes in. Big Balfi. Oriana ultimate. The Nexus is exposed. The double lift is going to take the Nexus down. No, Kevin gets in there. Absolutely obliterates him. The boy grabs the back. He got it. Won it. I do not believe the game. What an absolute epic finish.
And we can't forget the CLG EU winning over the Titans Moscow 5 after being down 20,000 gold in over a 60-minute game.
Gonna have to peel it for this one. Shirelli is rubbery pops. There goes Darian, absolutely destroyed. Genja now is the target as well. They're going to dive towards Genja. Then the kick comes out on towards Genja. Headbutt, pulverized. Alex is now the target. That is wicked, picking up another kill. I cannot believe this is actually happening in front of me. Diamond Pro trying to get away from this one. Yellow Pete's just going to jump on his face any minute now. There we go. The shutdown comes in. The ace comes out from CLG. This is insane!
Now, I see that these incredible plays happen, and it just kind of seems like another day at the office because the game has become so polished and the meta has become so ingrained in us that it's much more rare to see these history-making plays. Watching these events live was incredible. It was like watching history being made, and it made you aspire to be better at the game and to get better at the champions you saw your favorite players playing. We had so many amazing players to look up to back in that day who were just starting off in the professional scene. Streamers like Hotshot GG and Afromood, Dyrus, Zion Spartan, Shushay, Ocelot, Voyboy, and Froggen, just to name a few. As good as they were, their streams were always fun, you know, laughing at their mistakes, trying new things, and enjoying the game. Nowadays, the community in Riot Games seem to almost idolize toxicity and put it up on a pedestal. We have content creators constantly harassing their teammates for making any type of a mistake, calling them horrendous names and flaming them so they will play better.
Just fucking FF. You're all fucking retards. Why the fuck would you smite it full HP, Nunu, you stupid fuck? I can't do it. Holy fucking trash! Holy shit! Dog shit! Yeah, watch replay of lane, dumbass. Yeah, okay, FF. Holy shit, I'm sorry. What a fucking retard. You put me with this fucking stupid ass and this fucking cancer ass lane? And this dipshit does this. Let's open, please. You pick dog shit. You fucking mutt. God!
Come on, where is the least? You started dragon!
If not being outright abusive to teammates, we now have challenger players only doing Smurf streams and videos where they can show off how good they are by dominating a lower ranked player and commenting about how bad that person is playing the game.
I'm stunned. Fucking generates, man. I'm playing with.
Dude! Why?
Streamer, any tips?
What a fucking moronic jungler. Plat Diamond fucking hardsuck moron. Thinks he knows more about top lane. Oh my gosh. I want to link him actually so he knows that I'm not a hardsuck like him. My BF is Grandmaster top. Yeah? And I'm rank 1.
Of course they're not as good as you. You're a challenger player. You're top tier and they're diamond. Sorry, but hearing TF Blade, arguably one of the best players in League of Legends, shit-talking diamond players is like LeBron James going to a high school basketball game, dunking over all the kids, pushing them down, drinking all of their Gatorade, eating their orange slices, and telling them that they're not good enough to be in the NBA. The fact that the most viewed content creators and streamers are getting away with this toxic behavior means it trickles down into normal players' games because they seem to think that this is an okay way to behave in the game. We're now constantly faced in-game with people who constantly throw out racist slurs, are sexist towards female gamers, throw out homophobic terms, people constantly bringing down other players by flaming, raging, trolling, or just straight up quitting the game. Also, let me just be clear, this stuff happens in normal games and ARAMs. To bring toxicity into a normal game, or God forbid, an ARAM game where people should be able to learn the game and have fun, you know, that's just beyond me. Some of you might remember this, and this might age me, but we used to have the Tribunal, which allowed regular players to decide punishments on other players based on their actions. Unfortunately, this isn't a thing anymore, and it seems like Riot Games has started to focus on too many things to care about the game that started it all. There seems to be no punishment for players who are ruining the game for others, and this goes from Iron all the way to Challenger ELOs. Riot now has tons of new games like Teamfight Tactics and Legends of Runeterra and Valorant and the upcoming Wild Rift, and it seems like League of Legends champion changes are mostly focused on making professional play better because that's what makes them the money. It's almost like they've forgotten about the players in normal games who are just playing this game to have fun. I'm not saying that the old League of Legends was better. The gameplay, the graphics, the champion selection, the professional games that are streamed every single week, and the content that's out there is now insane. If you take anything away from this video, it's that positivity breeds positivity and negativity breeds negativity. Show some love to your fellow players. Work on your own play and mental. Not all of us are trying to become pro players. Some of us have goals to simply reach gold, and some of us are literally just playing to have some fun and learn a new champion. We have to get back to the fundamentals here and remember that this is just a video game. We should be having fun. I miss the old League of Legends, and I hope that as a community, we can stop focusing on our differences and instead bring some attention to what brings us all together, the love for a game.